Let's hop on to the next topic, and that's Canelo Alvarez. He said he's the A-side status. They have to put respect on his name. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, Smith, whoever. All these fighters keep turning down his purses because he's trying to lowball them, and they trying to call him out for it. He's saying basically, man, listen, I'm the A-side, man. Y'all got to put some respect on my name. But all I'm saying is this. If you're the face of boxing, why they turning down your offers? Unless you really lowballing. If you're the A-side and you the face of boxing, like Professor Nen claimed, then nobody should be turning down your offers, because I don't know a time a fighter turned down a Mayweather offer when he became Money May. Absolutely not.
I do.
Who?
What I'm saying is, like,
name me a fighter that turned down Mayweather offer when he was Money May.
Come back and then you renegotiate.
But what I'm saying is Canelo talking about they need to put respect on his name. He the A-side, this and that. I understand that, but when you requesting rehydration clause, catch weight, you can't use your right hand, tie it behind your back. That's the problem. It's like you kind of like, it's a diva request. That don't have nothing to do with the A-side if you requesting catch weights, and he created his own weight. And if you're going to do that, at least fight a Charlo or an Andre. But he won't even do that. So he want to lowball the fighters with money. He want to do catch weights, rehydration clause like Klitschko, and then fight them like Klitschko. When he fought Klitschko, it was 2 months right before he almost got knocked out. And was one punch removed from that. So he didn't even have the time to recover. When you fight, Wilder cannot fight 2 fights after he got beat by Fury, because it takes time to heal. And, some wounds heal, later than others, depending on how deep it is. Canelo want to catch you while the prey is wounded. So at the end of the day, if he's such an A-side, if he the face of boxing, then make these fights happen. But it seemed like his stardom is dying because he's not fighting the best, and his fans are having a hard time defending him. But all they could do is talk ish and not bring up any facts to the table. So what do you say to that, Professor Nen? Because you think he the face of boxing? I think it's Tyson Fury, because he has an AJ fight in front of him that could sell up to a 3 million pay-per-view buys on pay-per-view, or is one of the biggest fights in the world, period. While Canelo is going to fight Smith or Billy Joe Saunders, who fought on the YouTube undercard. YouTube undercard. Is you serious? You talking about Demetrius Andrade headlining a fight with a YouTube undercard as the co-main event. But let's talk about Canelo trying to fight someone who fought on a YouTube undercard. Please explain what is Canelo Alvarez doing, Professor Nen? Well, and don't dig your own grave this time.
I think that all of that goes to Eddie Hearn, who I'm not going to say is bad for boxing, but anytime
what's Eddie Hearn got to do with it? He's not his promoter.
Eddie Hearn was the one that put Billy Joe Saunders on the undercard of. I'm talking about Billy Joe Saunders, because you were talking
about Canelo trying to fight him. I don't care about that. I'm talking about Canelo trying to fight a person that's just fought on the undercard of a YouTube fight.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't.
It's a bad look.
Yeah,
I don't care what
we're
Eddie
not gonna
Hearn
act
did.
like Billy Joe Saunders wasn't former champion and isn't a good undefeated boxer that was supposed to fight Andre.
Who he just beat? Who did he beat his last fight?
In there. Well, he stopped the guy.
Who?
In there.
Who?
You tell me. You know his name.
I'll pay you $1,000 right now if you tell me his name.
Well, listen. Let me
Exactly.
like. Can I make my point? And then you made yours, right? Thank you. So what you were saying is that all of a sudden, like, Tyson Fury is the face of boxing, but then Tyson Fury just before fought like 2 different bums.
I'm talking about now.
And then, but you had never said that was never in your vocabulary as far as Tyson Fury being the face of boxing, not even near it.
I said Deontay Wilder was, but he beat the face of boxing. Deontay Wilder, so he became the face of boxing. Like Mayweather, when he beat Oscar De La Hoya, Oscar was the face of the sport, and Floyd beat him, and he became the face of the sport.
I don't think it goes like that.
I mean, what do you mean? It goes like that when you beat a
because if Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, Jeff Horn didn't become you the face of boxing.
He robbed Manny Pacquiao though. He robbed Manny Pacquiao. That's a bad example.
He beat him.
He robbed him.
He doesn't. And then
Fury knocked out Wilder by KO.
All right, so you're right, because so that means that Ruiz was the face of boxing at one point. He wasn't. He was a good story.
Ruiz?
Yeah, when he beat AJ? Because some people had AJ as a face of boxing.
He ruined it in the rematch.
But he still knocked him out.
But he became one of the biggest stars in the game.
You said
if he would have fought Wilder after that and beat Wilder, he could have been the face of boxing. But the problem with Ruiz, he messed up the recipe because he came 300 pounds in a rematch. But my point remains is Tyson Fury has a mega fight with AJ. In the future, he has a third trilogy fight with Wilder. He just beat Wilder in one of the biggest fights of the year. Canelo Alvarez next fight, we won't even care about it. You ain't even gonna order it. We probably illegally stream it. We won't do that. But my point is, you called Canelo a B last show. You called him a B because of his moves. You said that's a bitch move. I
didn't call him word for word. I said that was a bitch move.
You said that was a bitch move what he did. I can replay it for you if you want me to, because he left you in a corner.
No, but
now you want to defend him.
No,
come on,
I'm just defending objectivity and stuff and looking at it. So
how can you defend?
But listen, let me finish. I think to be the face of boxing, you have to have a track. You can't just come up and then beat somebody and then you automatically become the face of boxing. You have to have a track record. You have to kind of build in the audience. You have to have a strong fan base, and then if that fan base translate into butts in the seat, into sales, then you become the face of boxing. With that
Canelo's
said,
not doing that right now, though.
I think he is. I think
he sold 10,000 tickets his last fight. Come on now.
He's
supposed to be the face of boxing. 10,000 tickets is laughable for Canelo.
Listen, he just signed the richest sports contract out of any
11 fights. Mayweather made that in one fight. If you're gonna talk about the richest contract, Mayweather made it in one fight.
I'm talking about active people. I'm not talking about retirees and people who fight this.
You said the biggest contract.
And in sports right now is Canelo. He's
but
the biggest
Mayweather
contract.
2017 made it with one fight.
I know,
so
but he's not fighting.
It don't matter.
This is 220. I'm talking about active fighters. I don't care about retired fighters. I'm talking about active fighters right now. So Mayweather, if he comes back, he can be the face of boxing. He will be, but he's not. He's retired, and then he'll tell you he'll retire. So I don't know why we're bringing up Mayweather.
But I'm talking about Tyson Fury is the face of boxing because he fought Wilder in the fight of the year, the biggest fight of the year so far, and I'm pretty sure even throughout this year, unless Errol Spence fight Crawford, and then AJ fighting down the line this year or next year is also another mega fight on pay-per-view that's going to sell millions of pay-per-view. Then a trilogy match with Wilder. That's another big fight. And then another fight with AJ. That's 4 fights that's like a pay-per-view level that could sell 1 million pay-per-views. Meanwhile, Canelo don't even have the cojones. He could be the biggest star if he fights an Andrade and a Charlo and beats them. But the problem with Canelo, he don't even have the cojones to actually do it. So his stardom is dying. So like I said, you even called him a bitch on the last show. And you didn't even mean to. You just said, I could play it.
I said, it's a difference to say that was a B move and it has management.
He is the boss. You called him. You said he is his own boss. Or now you want to blame it on the management. I thought he was his own boss. That
all of a sudden, Tyson Fury is the face of boxing when this guy fought 2 no-names that we didn't know. So you're acting like you have to face like a top person every single time out. Tyson Fury doesn't do that. And then you're speaking about these hypotheticals that have not even happened. And then you be like, oh yeah, he can be the face of boxing if he does all that thing that you talked about. But I'm talking about right now. Yeah, he is a powerful figure, but he is not the face of boxing in that.
Listen. This is Professor Nan calling Canelo a B.
And make the fight.
Don't call him out, make the fight.
Listen.
He the boss. But he rather fight
Look, you said he the boss, right? But listen.
I have no cojones, man. Ryan has all the cojones. Hopefully he give him the courage to actually call out Andrade or Charlo and make the fight. Don't call him out, make the fight, because you say according to you, he the boss. But he rather fight Moret and stuff. So as far as
that's a B move. That's a B move.
A B move?
Like I'll call that like a bitch move. I'll call it out when I see it. But what I'm saying is like I state facts. Yeah, but did that happen? Let's not act like
so what do you think about that schedule?
Making the calls.
You said Canelo's not not the person making the calls. He is, because you say he's the boss. So you cannot say he the boss, but you say he's not the person making the calls.
Okay,
Which one is it?
Let me say, because you're trying to conflate this stuff. So I said that if he goes and fights that guy Murat and does that, I said that's a B move. That hasn't happened or this.
Or
I
Billy
didn't go out.
Saunders.
No, I didn't say that.
Because he's on the undercard of a YouTube card. You clowning Andre for fighting on the main event.
I didn't say that.
You clowning Andre for fighting on a main event. It don't matter what you say, but you clowning Andre.
On a Thursday.
You said you
on a Thursday.
Okay, but Billy Joe Saunders fought on a YouTube undercard. At least Andre was the main event, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's my point. So, like I said, Canelo making you look bad, Professor Nim.
I'm looking good.
At the end of the day, please save Professor Nim, Canelo. Please fight somebody, man. Yeah. I'm just telling you. Can you hit the bell and save yourself by hitting the bell and be saved by the bell? Now, Caleb Plant came out saying that he offered, he said that he never got offered a legit offer by Canelo Alvarez. They capping. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Click on the like button, support, and subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about a minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these decaf, aka dumbass casual fans /O media. Shout out to DBN for starting the new media wave. Attend the AkHi attend Split Decision every Sunday live if you wanna graduate and be a hardcore. Like I said, all y'all casual fans that been requesting a show, we got it for y'all. So it's a boxing debate /talk show. To attend AkHi University, all you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live on Split Decision. With that being said, Professor Nim,